Your sound's fine. First of all, I would like to say thank you for posting this video. Uh, the problem is that a lot of people choose to come out later on in life, and many get married, they have children, and then they back out of it. I believe that a lot of people do know about their sexuality a lot longer before they actually come out. It just takes a long time because they're afraid to come out to their friends. They're afraid to come out to their family because they don't want to face the rejection. They don't want to face whether they're going to be accepted or not accepted. And so it's just easier to hide who we truly are. But as you mentioned in your video, you came out to make a difference. To make a difference for the people that are struggling, just like you struggled, just like I struggled, and just like the many people that struggled before us. It is a very important decision, probably one of the most important that any gay person makes in their entire life. And it's that decision that propels us forward into the future, making our lives, shaping who we are and who we become. And if it weren't for the people that came out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, we wouldn't have people to look up to. We wouldn't have role models and people to set examples for us to follow. We wouldn't be able to walk down the streets and hold hands. We wouldn't be able to be on the YouTube video today announcing that we are gay, making a statement for the people that follow after us. And so, by everybody coming out, it is a statement. And the statement is actually national. On October 11th of every year, um, many of the GLBT organizations have dedicated this day as National Coming Out Day. A breaking point for everyone to come out, everybody to come together, because under that coming out process, it unites us. It sets us aside and propels us as a community into the future by making that difference. And I just wanted to share because you mentioned how you lost some of your friends by coming out, and some people didn't like it. I had lost a few in high school that had very religious backgrounds and told me that they disapproved of my sexuality and my choices with life. And I'm just like, why would I choose this? It's not something that I chose, it's something that just kind of happened. Um, I didn't wake up one day and be like, okay, I'm gay today. Um, it was just something that I always knew, something that was different about me. Um, you don't have to be with somebody sexually to know that you're attracted to a certain sex. It just doesn't work that way. And I don't know anybody that would choose to be gay that's straight. I just don't see that. But I will also want to point out that some of my friends were ridiculed themselves because I was gay. Because of having a gay friend, they were made fun of. They were put in the spotlight and ridiculed themselves. And the event that I'm talking about happened at a beach. It was Indiana Beach with the dunes. And we were just swimming around and having a good time. And they were a couple, and I was there. And when we came back onto the beach afterward, there was a group of people, I would say probably 19, 20, they were drinking, and they started to do cat calls at my friend, and she was just kind of laughing it off, and they were calling my friend, her boyfriend, gay. They thought he was a fag, and they were calling him queer, butt packer, all these other names. And we were just starting to gather our stuff up, and one of the guys came over to us, and he's stumbling around, falling all over, and he gets right in front of my face, and he's like, she could do better than you, she needs to come over with me into the tent. And I'm just like, okay. I'm looking around, seeing if I could grab anything, and we decided not to say anything. But then he still was picking on Ryan, calling him gay, and I'm the one that was gay. The only one that was. And I ended up standing up, and he pushed me with his chest, and I held my ground, and he fell back and stumbled into the sand, and he got back up, and his friend started to come over, and he's like, what's your problem? What's your problem? You like fags, huh? I'm like, yeah, I am one. Thank you. And then he started to make fun of my friends, and said, "Well, did you guys know that you're friends with a fag?" Da 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 da. Making just calls, and then we were chased off the beach, and they were kind of distraught about it. I didn't really care one way or another. I was just glad that we got out of there safely, because I had been through that before. It's happened to me. It never happened to any of my friends that were straight, but it happened to me in the past. And so, because of our choices, every decision we make has a reaction. Every decision we make has a just propels us into the future. Everything has a consequence. And so by making the decision to come out, my friends were targeted. We were chased off the beach. If I wasn't out, they wouldn't have known that. But it solidified our friendship because they then found out what it's like to be gay. And we became closer because of that event. And so I was grateful that our friendship bonded through that experience and didn't tear us apart. But I was still upset that they had to go through something because of who I am and how I was born to be. Not a choice I made, but who I am. Because after all, being gay isn't a choice. Why would somebody choose to be chased off a beach? Why would somebody choose harassment and ridicule and not being allowed to be married, not being allowed to be in the Boy Scouts, not being allowed to be in the military, having a family, adopting, all of these things? They say one message and one message only, that we're not wanted. And by the majority of us standing up, coming out, and making a statement saying that we're here, we're not going anywhere, says a lot. Because after all, we are citizens of the United States of America, and we are all free. Thank you. www.sewingdiversitytogether.com. Stitch, my own organization, standing together in tolerance, changing humanity. Thank you, and have a good night.